Hello and welcome to the channel Gone with Gandalf. Today it's episode 9 I think, and we just finished clearing up all of those Dol Guldur forces that were just, desecrating our area. And yeah, I think we still haven't ended the turn, but we have a diplomat somewhere, oh there he is. And I am moving him down to speak with Dunland to rinse them of money. There's a common theme here. But we still have no money. Here, take map information and give me your money. Give it to me, 1800. I reckon they'll just accept. Because that's what everyone else has been taking. Oh, I could have got them more. But
good day to you.
Oh well. And, I'm kind of torn. Do I keep going this way? Can I go over that? Oh, I can go over that. Yes. Okay, great. Because at some point, I do want to get to Lothlorien so we can trigger the script. But now I think that's everything. Sorry if I keep moving around too much. But we've got these troops training here, and we're going to be moving them out. And we've got these troops from this fort in the north. They've been camping out there, and they're also going to be moving south. And we are going to, once and for all, smash Dol Guldur and hopefully move on to other enemies, although and with new troops, because the barracks event is soon upon us, where we've just passed the 44th turn, so only about 15 turns left until we get access to all of our, there's 2 tiers of troops after this. So it's kind of like 2/3 of our entire roster that we gain access to, and they are far better in every single way, but then they are also far more expensive. So, also in my mind, after Dol Guldur, in the last episode I mentioned going to Eregion to get the advanced blacksmith there, because that is also where, if you didn't know, is where the Rings of Power were made, and there were the famous elven smiths in the Jewelsmiths Guild in the Gwaith I Myrdain, and we can kind of take that under our guardianship, and then we gain access to better blacksmiths, and we can actually then upgrade our elite troops as well. But also, along the way, we will come across Moria, which will be very exciting, and we shall be taking them and getting a lot of money. Now, we are going to lose money now, quite a lot of money, because we've just moved out all of those troops, but, it has to be done.
Yes, my lord.
And we shall take, I don't know, I think we just take these units here. And let's move them into that bit of tree there. Into that small woodland there. And he's going to hopefully be in ambush stance there. So they're not going to know that we're coming. Because we're going to go for Ostingale. And actually also, I'd quite like to rename Dor Lingbar to something a bit better. How about Erun, which is just wood, I think, or forest. Erun Dirion. I don't know if that's perfect grammatical sense, but I think Amdir means hope in Sindarin, and we are Sindarin elves. Or our lords are, so Legolas and Thranduil are. Where was I moving this? Oh yeah, to Enedwaith maybe, to get money off them as well.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Oh, that's a new settlement. I didn't know this was here. This must have been added in this version, because there's one region here, one region here, one region here. So Dunland starts off with all of this, presumably because there's only one Tharbad now. But anyway, we actually made money last turn. Oh yeah, because of... Oh, and a town hall in Bur Alge. So the general here is free, and he's going to be governing that town for the considerable or a considerable amount of time, and for the foreseeable future, because governors now in this version have been drastically buffed, and they provide a lot of bonus income to settlements. And as you have noticed, we have absolutely no money. And whilst it is really good to use like generals as at the head of your armies, because they provide morale bonuses and are just generally one of, if not the best unit in your army. So it's useful to have them out in the field, but equally, sometimes you just need the money first. So we will eventually get to a point where, if you've played a Total War game before, you'll know that there's eventually a bit of a snowball effect. And it's the same in this. But clearly what they've done is they've just delayed that point a bit. So it will occur, but a bit later than we might think. And as elves, it is slightly exasperated. No, is that the right word? We got a grain exchange as well. I forgot about all these things. So Ep09 is building, but let's take out this force, which is just trash. But we cannot auto-resolve that because we will lose half of our army, and we will then not be able to take Ostingale. I don't know what Ostingale means. Ost is just, well, Ostin just means city or town of something, but I don't know what Gale is. I'd imagine it's something like dark, because that's just my hunch anyway. Okay, I'd quite like a bit of sunshine. I don't like fighting in the shade. Well, oh well. Okay, well, we put Thranduil and Legolas in the usual positions. Woodland scouts skirmish off behind them. And, we'll put the javelin troops just behind the generals. And who else is still there? We probably won't need you. And just shoot at anything you can. I don't think they'll even... I mean, the only thing here that will hope to cause any damage are the Warg Marauders. If they get a charge off. Which they probably will. So... shoot them. Shoot them now. And... we want to make sure that they don't charge into anyone but these two, really. But I don't really mind if they were to charge into our spearmen either. Getting all those bonuses. Look, this actually has the potential to cause infighting in enemy troops as well. It hasn't. Oh well. That's a massive blow. I don't want them to necessarily come into melee with us. I am fighting this at an increased speed because I feel like... I mean, you can tell me in the comments how you feel about it, but I feel like we've maybe seen a lot of these kinds of battles. I don't want them to get boring, but equally I can't not fight them. Oh, there goes there goes the general. But equally, these have to be fought manually, else we will lose a lot of men. I think one of the best, or if not the best, faction to go as with if you just want to auto resolve a lot of battles, I think the faction that I would recommend is one of the dwarven factions, because they tend to be highly armored, and I think, as I've said before, armor is like the #1 stat that the auto resolve takes into account, and so they tend to not take too many losses, whereas certainly right now, I think in the later tiers, so Legolas will be this unit, the Elven King's Bowguard. We will be able to train that unit from our highest tier archery range, and as you can see, they have a lot of armor. So it does get better, but oh, how have we only killed 83%? Shoot them!
Be awed by the victory we have won here
86%.
today.
I hope that means that army is now gone, because otherwise they'll retreat and go into the nearby town. Also, I've got a spy there, so what we're going to want to do is just check that there's no humongous army coming, because we could potentially have the faction leader and the faction heir be killed if this army does go down, but I have utter confidence in them. Otherwise, this is just a short campaign. And also, I brought this up in the last video. I was wondering if you would like for me to start another campaign. Now, this doesn't mean I will quit this campaign. It just means that I'd have 2 separate ongoing campaigns, so that you don't potentially just get bored of me playing as this. Ooh, Belzman.
Approaching quietly.
And it looks like Mauluk is besieging Roscobel there. But we're going to go in, and it does look like a fairly large garrison, but we'll take him. We'll have him. Easy. Let's get 2 rams, actually, because we can just shoot them from over the walls, I think. It's a bit cheesy, I guess. Now, these guys move down. We may, I don't know if we will, but we may actually take the Brown Boat back, because it's a rebel-held region with only 2 units, so we could take it back. But I'm not sure that we'd be able to hold it, so there might not be any point, because it doesn't have our culture. There's no elves there. That's why we lost it in the first place. And so we'd need to build a culture building in there, which is like 1,500 or so, and we do not have that money right now. So I'm actually quite happy for it to remain rebel, whilst we try and finish off Dol Guldur, because they will be a thorn in our side until the day they die. So even if we let them have 1 settlement, they will still come at us, because they will just keep sending their trash units, because the AI, they can't go into the negative in their treasury. So they can always keep. They might not be able to build. I don't actually know, but they tend to prefer recruiting units over building, like a grain exchange or something like that. And they prioritize military recruitment buildings as well. So they will just keep sending like piecemeal offerings to the death god. And here's the Enidwaithians. How much money do you... Oh, they're well off. Wow. You rich boys. How about 2 grand? Because they've done landings, they balanced. Yes! Just accepted.
Acceptable.
I'm not really that bothered if you didn't like that deal, because you're probably going to go down. I think they're at war with both Isengard and Dunland. So Dunland are at war with Bree and Rohan, but they're not bordering them. So they're putting all of their force against Enidwaith and Bree, and Enidwaith are up against Dunland and Isengard, who massively outgun them in every single way.
Come, my brothers.
Okay, well, no one has come to aid Gazduff. Like, where was Camul when the west of the forest burned? Anyway, we're going in. Apparently it's pretty even. Oh, we've only got 1 ram, but I don't think it's needed.
Wipe the blight from this land.
I think this will be potentially a doddle. I mean, I'm going to micromanage the hell out of it, because we're going to make sure that we use every single arrow on their key units. And then we're just basically going to send in, hopefully, only Legolas and Thranduil to mop up the rest. Oh, we've got 2 rounds. Okay. Excellent. Start deployment. And, yeah, because their settlements are just a palisade with some tents in the middle, we can just shoot over. Although, our basic archers don't have the greatest range. They should be able to... I didn't forget anyone, no. I mean, we may send in some of these units. Now, maybe I shouldn't be knocking down the wall, because we will not be able to repair that, like, ever. Okay, Legolas, you're actually going to move over here. And I think you're just going to shoot from this angle, and then all of these basic archers as well. You go there. And then Thranduil, I think, is going to just shoot from the front. And you guys just, you know, congregate in this area.
Our men have reached the gate.
You're not really going to be super useful. And who do... Oh, shoot the archers. Shoot the archers. I don't even know who that's meant to be impersonating. What are they doing? What are they doing?
We've breached our enemy's walls.
I mean, actually, if they do want to come, I'm okay with that.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Because whilst our guys are only spearmen rather, 7 attack, 15 defense, spearmen do get actually a negative bonus, or a nerf, you might say, against infantry, because there's like a balancing act. Any bonus they get against cavalry, they get a similar decrease in their effectiveness, essentially, against sword and shield units. So even though these are trash, we can expect some losses, but not too many. And we've also taken down that bit of wall over there, but oh, what is going on here? What is happening? Pause before they just all descend upon my very flimsy troops. Guard mode off, and Legolas, you go in when you're ready. And maybe actually then we can just shuffle these fellas round the back and we can just shoot them. I think that's a cracking idea. And go right there. And who are you shooting? Maybe shoot the Orc Maulers. Shoot the Orc Maulers. Because they will kill some of our forces, and we'll use our Javi boys, Woodland Wardens, to shoot into the backs of these fellas. And what is happening here? What are you doing? What are you doing, messieurs? Get out, or just... I mean, Legolas, I don't think his unit has even taken a single loss, although he is surrounded, but he doesn't care. I hope he doesn't die. I will be monstrously sad. And throw your javelins, man. We'll follow some of these in. Take a few down. I'm not too fussed if these 18 go down, because 18's not all that useful. And we may as well get these guys involved and flank these Mirkwood goblins and keep running when you're ready, lads. Maybe we have to move a bit closer to shoot them. Oh, there's a bodyguard. Actually, Thranduil, just come and kill him. Get into melee. Get involved. Get involved, lad. Because you will absolutely massacre them. And, well, what's going on over here. Oh yeah. Go, go, go. And you as well, Woodland Wardens. Get your axes out. Get your axes out. Get your axes out. Oh, the banner carrier goes in. Oh. Oh, that is a... They look so cool. And instantly one gets taken out. And another one. Oh, it's just a bloodbath. I can't watch. And Legolas's unit over here. Fantastic archer unit. And also we do get a actual, so in our okay, I'll try and phrase that better. So I think our elite units that we can get no matter what are all Elven Kings something. So there's the Bogard, which are like the archery focused unit, and then there's the Axe Guard, I think, which are an axe and shield. Although they're not armor piercing, which is a bit odd and a bit disappointing. Because, although that's probably because that would make them very, very overpowered, because they've got like a 13 or something baseline attack with 28 defense, which is extremely high for them to be given armor piercing. But then we also get just a two-handed sword unit, although I think they've been given like a glaive, so it's quite a fantastical unit. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they look like on the battlefield, because they'll have like, you think of like Darth Maul in Star Wars, just without the lightsaber. It's like a sword. I don't know exactly what to expect, so I haven't actually looked at them in a custom battle. Get him, get him, get him. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because we are going to have to kill all of these units anyway. Do they have archers over here? Yes. How has Legolas not killed all of those hosts? What are you doing? Go on. Go on. This guy's gonna get him. I mean, he's gonna kill one of ours, but... Bam. How do I get the... is it scroll lock? Ooh. I don't know if that's quite right. F5. Ooh. F6. F7. Oh, there we go. Looking very cinematic. Although... For a second then I was like, how do I get them back up? There we go. Oh, and down goes the general. Down he goes. I might just send in Legolas and Thranduil now. And, well yeah, go and attack those Dol Guldur scouts. They are but lowly javelin men. And if they want to come out of this gate, then I will be happy to oblige by presenting a rather sharp sword. Actually, no, oh, they've already charged in. Oh, they're routing. Excellent. So, everyone, charge the Mirkwood Hunters. Oh, they've got some maulers over there. Shoot the maulers. Shoot the maulers. Shoot the maulers. Absolutely 100% shoot the maulers. Thranduil, get involved. Get involved. Get involved, lad. Do they still have units over here? No, they don't. We might actually be able to make them rout, provided there's no one in the town square, and then we don't actually have to kill all of these troops. Although I don't know if that's going to work. Well, maybe if he just shoots these guys, and then we send Thranduil round the back. Okay, that hasn't worked as I thought it would. I mean, it worked well. How do they still have arrows? Or like my guys? Well, I'm not going to run them all the way around because that's just going to take forever. Because I didn't knock that wall down and charge. Actually, kill those guys. Kill these orc maulers right here. I mean, he'll be able to kill probably all of these forces that are here, that are left. I'll just keep it on times 6 because it is just, it's a done deal. Oh, one of ours went down. Shame. These pitiful orcs don't deserve my time and attention to actually try and kill them off. They should know when they are beaten by a superior force.
Our men have taken control of the city.
And there we go. Is that it?
Our foe is utterly
Heroic
vanquished.
victory. 549 and he only lost 16
the
men.
day of our most glorious.
It just shows the gulf in class. In every sense of the word. Military endowment and what's the other? Just like, you know, conscience. Sentience? I'm trying to think of good words here, but I'm just gonna say that English isn't my first language and just keep it there. So everything else is just a bonus. But this is a nice photo. But it would be oh, that's just reminded me. We've still got no cavalry. We are going to occupy, and let's check out. Oh, they've got a cavalry building here, but we just need 33% elven culture, which we certainly do not have. We have. Oh, there is some. There's 8%. Are we making money? Oh, we are making money. Although that is including the 2 grand. So we're actually only making 71 coins apparently. But we could put Legolas just, I don't know, I'll put him there and then put a watchtower.
Stay in the trees. We will need
Although Anduin holds all of this now, which is a bit annoying because I was kind of hoping maybe they'd lose one of these settlements, so then we could just swoop in and get it. There's a pitiful fort. Do we actually? We could just go and. I don't know if we should risk it. Just go and take that force. Maybe next. Oh wow. So I was thinking, what if we just send out Thranduil on his own to take that? Then he could be caught by any of these forces, and Dol Guldur has a sizable garrison, and presumably, or Mauluk was the one that was besieging Rosgabel here, so yes. How come we can see this? Oh, because they had a watchtower built there. That's actually really helpful. Now, we don't have a military access treaty with Anduin, but I'm not really bothered. Right, they're not going to attack me. Or our relations may suffer, but I don't think it will be a big cause. Now, there is a force here that's coming for Burrauge, but this general will be able to kill them if it is just 4 units of trash using the towers. So I have no fear there. We got another unit of Woodland Warders. Well, we may as well move them out. Although I'd actually quite like to be able to build an artist's studio here so we can get some culture increase. And also in Erun Amdiron. I'm not actually sure if the eye is meant to be like that, or maybe it's like that. Or is that the name? Because Amdir is also the name. You know, I'll look it up after this episode, and then I'll go back and change it. Oh, but that just means wood of hope, because Eon tends to mean of whatever preceded it. There's an actual linguistic term for it, but I am not a master of linguistics. But King Thranduil the Fearless. We need to get Legolas a what is it called? Is it like an epitaph? He needs to actually do something. Oh, we've got a unit there as well. So we'll move that out, and I will just check the diplomat. He's already moved, and we will end turn, and we'll see what happens here over the end turn before we finish. But I will finally say that I'm recording this on the 2nd of May, I think. 2nd of May, yeah. Yesterday was May Day. In a lot of places, they have some kind of May Day celebrations. Not every place, but not really in the UK either. But in Finland, there's a celebration that's held, and if that's applicable to you, then I hope that you had a nice party, saw some friends, maybe by video chat. Actually, after I've done recording this, because it is a Saturday, I will be going on my weekly Zoom call where we pretend to be in a pub, myself and my friends. There's like 8 or 9 of us that lament how we once used to be able to meet in person.
Yes,
and
my lord. As you
have a
wish.
jolly time.
Yes.
Okay. So we moved the diplomat, and let's have a look at these
My lord.
forces that Dol Guldur have got. So, okay, they've got a ballista, which could be annoying, because they have much greater range than our archers, so we'd have to close the distance, potentially. And with no cavalry, that is difficult. But otherwise, there's nothing really to worry us, apart from these Dol Guldur archers. And then, what do we have in Dol Guldur itself? There's a unit of Khamul's Shadow Guard, which is a post-barracks event unit. That they must have had this from the very beginning of the campaign, I think. They're very good, but, arrow fire will take them out.
I'm gonna stick
So, we do need to... Potentially, if we moved out these forces here and left the Lalaithion on his own, we could maybe march on Dol Guldur next time. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to group our newly acquired units from the north.
Come on! We can't
And
get
once
there.
they arrive in a couple turns, we'll link up with this army here. We'll leave a couple units of damaged units, potentially these
For the
2
light!
or 3.
Elves! Elven
And then we will
warriors.
march on Dol
For the
Guldur.
light!
And then really, I mean, they've got this settlement. Interestingly, they didn't attack Buralj, so they may be going for Brown Boat. But I think they have this unit, or this region over here. Leah Fritch's Bowing. Well, that's reminded me that The Last Kingdom has a new series that's launched on Netflix. I'm probably going to watch that at some point.
Conceal our movements.
I would recommend.
Elven
And we'll
warriors.
also move these
For the
guys
light,
down.
Come on! Be vigilant.
But for now, if you have enjoyed this, and hopefully Shagul does not come and do what his name suggests to us. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. I'm not entirely sure what it does, but it does tell the algorithm that you actually like the video, which apparently watching it alone is not good enough. But you don't have to, but it does help me out. And if you want to keep on watching, then rest assured I will be posting more of this campaign. But also leave a comment if you want me to do another campaign as well on the side, so you don't just have the Wood Elves. Although I think the pace of this campaign is going to pick up once we take out Dol Guldur and can get our real actual units, and hopefully then our economy will be able to sustain that, and we can get like 2 or 3 armies rolling, and we can get some really epic battles in some of these actually amazing custom settlements that are out in the world, because currently we're just fighting orc trash. But yeah, have a nice day and keep washing your hands, and I'm going with Gandalf. Good day.